Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to the morning roast. You can thank Mr. Soul Ion for that intro. I am, of course, your host, Mr. Chris, also known as Kino Subway. With me is fellow host, Mr. Sim from up there in Canada.
Yep.
And,
Hello from the up north.
and today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Commie Mark.
Greetings, comrades. It's me. Hello. Thanks for having me on the show, Chris. It's great. It's cool. I'm excited to talk to you.
Oh,
And you, Sim, as well, obviously.
Oh, yeah, you could throw him in there if you want to go. And we actually are really excited because I've been wanting to have you on with us for a long time now, but schedules didn't really seem to line up too well.
Yeah,
since you're
because
over there across the waters.
it's like 4 p.m. ish here in the UK, and generally I would be at work at Mega Evil Corporation like at this time of day, and so I'm not usually free. But I got the week off to chill my book. So here I am.
I had a funny little thought here, with the Sim 2 thing. I'm like, I think I'm gonna replace the hashtag blame Sim for hashtag Sim 2.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that like instead of like the
Yeah.
Me Too thing? It's
Yeah,
Sim 2?
that was the entire pun. Yep.
Oh dear. We're gonna get all kinds of stories from like Shane and stuff about get you canceled.
Yeah, Shane, of course.
As always, we have Mr. Soul in the chat who says, "Welcome to the Morning Roast, Red Alert UK edition. From breakfast to the breadlines. Good morning / evening, Chris, Sim, Commie Mark, and chat." And
Hello.
got Mr. Yodam as always as well. He says, "Hail guys, hail Mr. Yodam." So how have you been, Mr. Mark? I've always found you hilarious ever since I first seen you on the War Campaign stream. You just popped in and you had the big communist flag like you were a commie Jesus.
Didn't he run the communist song too at the time?
Nah, that not then. But yeah, that was quite an entrance, wasn't it? Instantly etched into comic skate history, like in the first moment.
I was like, whoa, what is this guy doing? That whole stream was hilarious.
Like nobody knew what to do. And they were like, "Are we allowed communists?" And everyone was like, "Yeah." And if you remember, when I went on that show, I was trying to give away free copies of my comic book of the Not Daredevil origin story. And that was like a year and a bit ago. Since then, I've been establishing myself in the community. I made Kim Il Sung and Best Korea, published it and shipped it and stuff. So now I'm here to bring back the book that was supposed to start it all in it. The one that when I was making Best Career, everyone was like, "When are you going to do Not Daredevil?" Well, now, here it is.
Yeah, I remember you sent that link, and gosh, I can't remember if it was before you sent or after the War Campaign stream. And I can't remember because I remember one person sent me a link like that, and I was like, I can't remember if it was you or not, and I was like, I'm not clicking that. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna end up getting like some sort of weird virus or something. But eventually I did, and I was like, this is hilarious. I love this.
Yeah, it's pretty fun at that.
Oh lordy. But yeah, so we're actually going to be talking about Not Daredevil because you have launched the new Not Daredevil.
Did you ask permission to Gail Simone?
No, she doesn't know yet. I'm hoping that nobody in the comic industrial complex notices yet. But because I don't want them to be sharing out my $1,000 campaign. Like, I want it to be like a bigger number then. So if they
No,
write an article in Bleeding
to be
Cool or
honest,
whatever,
the only thing I think that you might get in trouble was having the picture of Sean Gordon Murphy, Gail Simone in there.
yeah,
I think that's the only thing they could actually like give you trouble with. Other than that,
maybe they're all public domain images of them though, which is
true.
interesting. One of the things I've been saying is this campaign is laden with bait in it, like for anyone to come in and bite at. And I bet you nobody will. Like, nobody will try and stop me from making this. And it'll be like, that John Travolta meme of just everyone going, it's going to be like that. How did no one step in to like stop this from being?
Like, I loved I love the idea of your Kim Il Sung. Is this good? Is it going to be in this? Is it in this campaign to back and get a copy of that?
There are approximately 20 copies of Kim Il Sung and Best Korea left in existence in it that aren't in other people's houses. And I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to sell them on this campaign. I'll sell them in like 6 campaigns time or something. When they're worth $200 each or whatever. Because like all the books that I'm going to make from this point on, they'll always be available. But that book was only available then, and it like for the true believers.
Man, because I really wanted to get in on that campaign, that foil one where it's just like a wrapped in foil.
Yeah, like the not chromium covers was an idea that I'd originally had for this campaign. This campaign's all got all the not things in, but it was too funny, like to not do it on Best Career, and it needed like that little push to get it over. Well, it ended on over $5,000, like so it worked. It was pretty good.
So I'll go ahead and I'll play your trailer here.
Sure.
Oh wait, I don't know if I got audio on this. Hold on a second. I'll make sure. I don't want to. Every time I do that, I go and go, oh, share this trailer, and then I never share the audio. All right, there we go.
Buffering.
I need to get a new router. That's probably what it is.
Or a new internet connection.
My router's or not router, but my modem.
Everything you want from a comic book. Like drawings, colors, story, action, romance.
Is the volume very low?
I think so.
No. Okay.
It might be the worst trailer ever made. It's so the joke with that trailer is it's a word for word replication of what Keanu Reeves describes the Berserker comic as, like in his pitch video. A description so bland and generic that just by changing the word Berserker to Not Daredevil, it still made perfect sense and would work for any book that's got colors.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. Yeah, that trailer was terrible with Keanu Reeves.
The entire thing is a bad idea.
Let's see here. Soul saying, in the indie comics microcosm, the last year seems very long in hindsight because so much happened. Agreed, yes. Like, yeah, it looking back, I'm like, it's only been a year.
So I do these segments on my show sometimes, these CG propaganda segments, where like I'll just breeze through the news like in a comedic fashion or whatever. Comics Game News, I mean. And I did like a end of year yearly roundup annual episode thing the other day and only got like 7 months in because it was so long. so much happened. Like,
Mhm.
remember in January, Australia was on fire in it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is like
Mhm.
a terrible start to the year." That was only in January of last year. It feels like it was in like the 2010s or something.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? I think Bancroft was doing a stream about CG people who fulfilled over like the past this year, and he was naming off some of them. And I'm like, that was this year? That felt like forever ago. I feel like I've had that since like the beginning of CG or something. That's how long this year is like dragged on. Uh, Soul says the professionalism is off the charts as usual, and I don't mean the trailer. Thanks, Soul. I try to impress you. Uh, so what's obviously this campaign about? Like obviously it's not Daredevil. For those people who maybe not read the origin book and everything.
Yeah. So, not Daredevil is a superhero from the Golden Age who's in the public domain. Like in the olden days, the company that produced this, not Daredevil, Lev Publications, was like the main rival to DC Comics, and it like, and then thanks to some shenanigans with the FBI and McCarthyism and the Comics Code Authority, like the company got shut down. So I'm just bringing the character back in a sort of pseudo reboot thing.
Mhm.
There he is fighting the KKK. So the first issue like of this series, because it's going to be a series, I've got about 12 like issues sort of picked out in my mind, the 12 best like original ones. And this first one is not Daredevil versus the Ku Klux Klan. Started off light with maybe one of the least controversial books in the series.
I like that. Not blind, not a lawyer, not Hell's Kitchen, not Daredevil.
Yeah, because so Marvel own the trademark on the name Daredevil in it, like so I have to call him something else.
Yeah.
Call him not Daredevil for that reason, because the ruling says that like it needs to be distinguishable by the customer, that it's not a different product that they're buying. So nobody's going to pick this up and think, oh, this is Marvel's Daredevil. Like it's definitely very clearly a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like nobody's gonna make a mistake on that. Yeah, I thought about putting this as my background for our little stream here, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if having a bunch of KKK dudes on my background's a good idea. I like the cover, but I don't think YouTube will like it.
That cover is by James Milne, who does Doomsday Kingdom. Have you seen that
Oh yeah,
zombie book?
yeah, I got it. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got it. So, like, how many pages is this going to be?
Not Daredevil versus the Ku Klux Klan will currently be 30 plus pages. Some of those pages will be fake adverts and things like that. And people describe that stuff as filler, but in my books, like it's important, like to the overall like package of what you're getting in it, because they all part of the meta that you get with a Commie Mark gay
So
art.
is this one like the other one that you did before, where it's just like everything is a reprint from old pages from old artists, and then you just rewrite over it, or you in
That
that one you added like new material?
that's exactly correct. So we take the original public domain artwork and just re-letter it to tell a new story inside. Occasionally, there's like a cheeky change here and there,
Hmm.
but not a lot. Like not very much at all.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What is this? Drawn into
So okay, so technically there's no new sequential art, but you do like technically meme it or do little alterations.
Yeah, that's it exactly.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's just a
Okay.
big meme book,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, that like the be in the book thing is we're gonna meme you in the book type of thing. We're just gonna slapstick your picture over it. Is that's it, right?
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna meme you technically.
You got a face like a bloody smash. Oh, I love it. I love this. Just photoshopping someone's face onto the
Because
book.
I did look into the idea of doing that like legitimately because I read hundreds of these campaigns. I've got a show Fans Hour where people come on and they show me their campaigns. I've seen hundreds of them, and this is like a standard sort of perk in it that people will offer a drawn in perk. So I looked at can we do that, and it's real hard to match like the art like of the originals, and anything that you do just looks like this anyway, like it's been Photoshop plonked on top. So I thought,
Mhm.
let's just do it like that. Let's do it the meme way because it's funnier.
Well, yeah, I mean, it fits perfectly into the whole thing. So I'll start with top with the perks here. Let's see, not Daredevil Fumble Bundle. As you can tell, I was already checking it out.
Yeah. The simple explanation for that is it's just everything in it. Everything that's currently on the campaign, anything that's listed as a stretch goal, like even if we don't meet them, like that those people will get it. Apart from the last, that's the everything in it. Whatever it says there, you'll get and more stuff. Like
Okay.
because I just like making stuff. Like I'll be like, "Whoa, look at this thing! I'd put a Not Daredevil on."
Throw a shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, this is just like my donation tier in it, but an Australian joke because Not Daredevil is Australian. That's actually Crocodile Dundee under there.
Paul
Yeah, no.
Hogan.
Correct. So Not Daredevil Origins is the book that I was giving away for free before, and it's
Mhm.
been remastered since it's been relettered, so it matches like all the new ones. And you can see it's 20% cheaper than the new one because a lot of people already got it for free. People who signed up to the mailing list get a free PDF of it as well. And I'm trying to prove this idea that digital like helps to sell physical books in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And whilst if you scroll down a little, what does it say for the number claimed there? 2.
Too.
Too.
Well, I can tell you that it's over 20 in it because it's available as add-ons, like with
Mhm.
other perks. The fact that some people have already read it for free and still bought the book in it,
Dude,
which
I get people from on my Bloodhunt and Tales in an Adverse that buy the physical tier and then will go buy the digital copy of it just for the hell of it of supporting you. It's like throwing you an extra $20.
yeah, and all those donations are more than welcome.
Mm-hmm.
We got the number 0 Origins Aussie variant.
Yeah,
The
so
Aussie variant.
it's exactly the same meme cover as Origins one, as the Origins issue, but it's printed upside down. Like so, every page, the cover, it's all upside down, and it's only available to be shipped to Australia because only Australian people can read upside down. So, when it arrives to them, it's going to be interesting to see if it's still the right way up or the wrong way round. Like,
We got Daredevil versus the AKA.
yeah, that's my biggest support of that is. That's the painted cover, the gym one. Like, obviously, when I made that thumbnail, he hadn't finished doing the painting yet.
Mhm.
I needed something to put in there, and he was doing the painting like up to an hour before the campaign launched, and that's how close it was because I was racing for that January the 1st slot so I could claim the highest grossing book of 2021 unchallenged, which I achieved for 3 days.
For 3 days.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
For almost 1% of the year, I was the best selling.
You were a big deal. Soul says it's a bit like Kung Pao, but for comics, with the main character green screened in and new dub. Oh my god, Kung Pao's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I've watched that movie so many
Kung
times.
Pao? I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen that one.
You've never seen Kung Pao?
I don't think so. I think
Oh,
I've seen Kung Fu
I
Hustle,
love
but
it.
I don't know. I think I'm mixing. I'm not sure which one's which.
Um,
Kung Pao or Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle's good in a more serious way.
Mhm.
Kung Pao is funny just in a stupid, ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's an apt comparison to make to one of my books. It's pretty dumb, funny.
Yeah, I've watched that freaking movie so many times.
Oh yeah, with the yeah, okay, with the hedge. Okay, yeah, with the groundhog nunchucks.
Yeah. Go for Chucks.
Go for chucks. Yeah.
Hey, Hex is here. Hello, sir.
You know what? I haven't seen this though.
And Dave's here. Hey, Dave. Soul says the best part about Commie Mark's campaigns is that there's no filler material. Each sentence makes you go, "What did he do now?"
That's a good quote. That is. Screenshot that. Yeah, like for me, like I put a lot of effort into making these campaigns in it because the books that sell the best are the ones that are marketed the best. Like that's just the way that it is. It's unfair, but that's the way the cookie crumbles or whatever. Make a good campaign like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about marketing and stuff because then the word spreads and more people pay attention to it.
And as well, one of the things that I think about when I'm writing these campaigns is that sometimes they might be talking about my campaign on a show where I'm not there to explain it, and all the person has to do is just read the campaign out loud, stream to themselves, and it will be funny, because the campaign's funny.
Mm-hmm. And then we got another variant here for not Daredevil versus the KKK.
How many variants did you do?
There's there's the standard cover for Origins, which is a separate book, the Origin story book. Mm-hmm. It's got the Australian variant, which is definitely not just the same book rotated 180 degrees. Then Not Daredevil versus the KKK has 3 variants. The James Milne painted cover, which is supposed to be like my Alex Ross cover, because it's painted. This second one is the Eric Larson cover. It's a homage to Savage Dragon 161, where the Savage Dragon fights the Golden Age Daredevil in it. If you scroll down, there is a bigger picture of that cover in the main part of the campaign.
Let me see here. Oh,
that's the one that was colored by ink spots, right?
That's correct, yeah. I keep forgetting to say that. The line work is by Jason Krager, who worked on Hammer, and he's doing some stuff on the Kill Journal. Mm-hmm. And then the colors are by ink spots. That is correct.
And then we got scroll back up here. Where did I go past it? No, there it is. Okay, so then we got the lesbian vampire variant cover.
Yeah, this is so the days of Comicsgate Vampirella variant covers are gone. That's not happening anymore, and I'm sad about that. I wanted one. I'd had this dream of what sort of a cover I would do. I was already making it up in my head and everything, and then that all got kiboshed. So this is a happy medium. This is my this is the last Comicsgate Vampirella variant cover.
Was that picture I saw around of you in Speedo? Was that your Vampirella cover tryout?
What?
I'm just joking. I was just imagining you with a Burt Reynolds type of pose, for your Vampirella cover.
Commie Mark can neither confirm nor deny this. Oh man.
I'm not sure which one of that set of photos you've seen. So
The one with the big hat on.
they've all got big hats on.
Okay, so
Yes,
we got
that's the digital double pack anyway. You get Origins and versus the KKK, 14 quid. What's that in dollars? 19.
we got one of them claimed there. And here's so you can get all the variants.
So, are your X-ray glass the same as in the old Marvel comics? Do they actually work, or they're like the old ones that don't work?
If you want to find out if they work or not, you got to buy some. With, Mark's KGB X-ray specs.
Okay, so it's like back in the days.
Like operate in it.
Buy it to find out.
Yeah. Still trying to work out how to package an atomic submarine that I can offer as a thing as well. That's one they used to do.
Daredevil quadruple back.
Yeah, that's Origins and 3 variant covers in it.
And of course, the draw.
People have skipped over the triple and quadruple packs and just gone straight to the fumble bundle thing in it, or because there's things available as add-ons. They've made their own selection pack or whatever. These were kind of unnecessary.
Oh, you get coins here. Yeah,
so every physical backer gets a random communist coin, of which I got some, and they're like genuine ones in it, from the Soviet Union or from former Yugoslavia or China or whatever, like a nice mixture of them for every physical backer now that we've reached fully funded.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get like a Soviet Union one or something. That'll be fun. Of course, the drawn into the book tier. Oh, man. Okay. What's the mega pack here?
Oh, so this is for people who are fans of James Milne and of Doomsday Kingdom and want to get everything that he's done on the campaign. So you get his cover of the book, you get a copy of his print. That's that middle picture of not Daredevil, a painted one, and he's doing like a sketch for everyone who backs that tier. So I think it's limited to 25. I think we've sold one, so there's 24 like not Daredevil sketches available still for people who back that tier. Get some original artwork or whatever.
Yeah, those are always like an interesting kind of tier to put in there, like kind of art, like creator, artist specific theme things.
Yeah, like that's something I'm gonna keep in mind going forward. Like it would be cool if every variant cover, like had a pack like that where you could get something off that specific creator.
Yeah. Not Sean Gordon Murphy tier. What's this one?
Yeah, so you remember on his campaign
the Skype.
Yeah, there was a Skype conversation tier in it for like
wasn't it like 500?
Or something.
It was 3 or 5. I thought it was 500.
It was some ridiculous, astronomical number in it to speak
for
to a
15
man.
minutes. I think it was 15 minutes. He said, not even an hour, dude.
Good gosh, that sounds like something that like a OnlyFans or chick or something would do.
Dude,
Yeah,
you don't even have time to climax. Fuck.
All right, so you charged it $137 for a 1 hour Skype call. Wait a minute. This is like an hour thing. Are you charging me for this, Mark?
free for you, comrade. But yeah, if you want to book me for an hour, like in the future.
So if you want him on your show now, you have to go back this tier.
Ah,
That imagine running that
God
as a
damn.
racket. Someone could do that. Like someone with a big enough name could do that
Oh, yeah.
legitimately.
Well, there's people who have tried to do
Yep.
that, right? Like where they're like, "Oh, you need to pay me to come on your
Yep.
channel or show and do an interview or something."
Hmm.
It's like, what? They're giving you promotion and you're making them pay for it? It's crazy. So we've got. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, Cap was posting this. Yeah, the boomerang.
Yeah, so it's a hand colored boomerang. Like has done all the artwork on there. Like, you know, before it was a brown piece of wood or whatever, and he's made it look all beautiful like that.
Yeah,
There's only one of them in existence, so it's got a steep price because supply and demand in it.
yeah. I mean, that's really. Yeah, he did a really good job on it from what I've seen there on the Twitters.
Yeah, there is a video. There's a link to it at the bottom of the campaign. Like it's quite long. We don't have to watch it now, but if someone wants to grab it and put it in the chat or something, that's probably a good idea.
I have faith in Soul.
Oh, and if we're taking moderation requests, can you drop a link to my YouTube as well? Like I'm real close to 750 subs. Like, and every single one counts at this point. And I know that I'm definitely a victim of being de-subbed by YouTube and it, like,
Yep.
because I watch it go down every day, and I think, who goes around unsubscribing from videos? Like, I know that I don't. Like, but whatever. Please go and subscribe. I'm real close to 750 now. Oh yeah, so that's the Not Daredevil painted cover. The actual painting is available for, what's that in dollars? $342. It's worth it. It's beautiful. It's on a big size as well, 16 by 12. So that's good.
Yeah, it does look really good. Not Mags Versace sci-fi tier.
Yeah, this is for the TV rights, and it like I'm prepared on this project, this early project, to waive the TV rights for just £25,000 because that will pay for me to have a year off work in it, and then I can put full-time effort into becoming a legit pro comic book creator, which was my aim. That's what I'm going to do. Like, if someone buys this, they can pay for me to do that for a year, and they've also got the TV rights to do whatever the fuck they want with.
Oh,
I just
I
need
can
some
only
like
imagine
kind
it.
of Mr. Big to come along like and sort me out.
Some like nice, like low budget, just stupid comedy of Not Daredevil.
Yeah, like for it to work as a TV show, it would have to be like sort of like Kung Pao, and you'd have to
Yeah,
film a really shitty like 1940s superhero serial, and then like overdub it like on, you know what I mean? It would be interesting to try and make, but I'm not interested. That's for that person to sort out. I just want the money.
I just want the money. Just pay me. All right. Soul says he already did that earlier, but do it again. So he must have already sent the shouted out the link to the video there, and there he put the link up to your YouTube.
Thank you.
As always, Soul is on top of things. And then we've got the Not Red Rooster tier for $273,860.
Yeah, so this one is for the Walmart distribution rights on it, or any major retailer. Like, give me the £200,000, and I'll send you the master file or whatever, and you do whatever you want with it, and you'll get that before any of the books that I fulfill as well. Like, if you're gonna pay £200,000, like, I think everyone else can wait. You've been good to one person, sorry. Like, in fact, if someone buys that tier, I'll refund everybody else and send them a book for free.
Sorry, everyone. Never mind. Oh, Lord. Oh my. But yes, I would recommend this one. Like I said, I read the free original, the original free one, and it was quite hilarious. I really enjoyed it. Uh, Oh, okay. So, wait, how many pages was the origins?
So, okay, so you've got to an interesting point here. So, Origins, the free version that I gave out was 41 pages long, which obviously can't exist in reality because you can't have 41 pages. What I've done is I've stripped it back to just the Daredevil origin story, and if the campaign makes over $5,000, which is what Best Korea made, so if I just equal the target from last time, then I'm gonna do like some polls and stuff and add a backup story into each one. So in the free version, if you remember, there was a Silver Streak story in there as well as a Not Daredevil one,
Yeah.
which it might be that story, it might be a different story. It depends like what the people vote for and it but if it gets to 5K, there'll be a backup story in both the Origins book and the KKK book, and then obviously like that will keep going. It's similar to how Phil Diaz did it with the Lost Pages, and it we get this far, we'll add another thing, we'll add another backup story because it's like an anthology. You can do that, but if you're selling like a overall narrative like I would be doing with the Krishna Kid campaign, you can't just add in 5 pages without like skewing the beats like and the motion of the writing or whatever.
Let's see. We got Ace is here. Hey, Ace. Mr. Morto's here too. He says this project looks so cool. Backing it for sure. And he
Thanks.
also says Commie Mark is the greatest satirist in the whole of the land.
Oh, that's a nice compliment. Thank you.
He is really trying to get a high social score here.
Yep.
I'm making a note of it.
This seems suspiciously capitalistic. Soul, whoa, you cannot be questioning Commie Mark like that. This channel is a satellite state of Commie Mark's channel.
Yeah, this is the SSR
What?
Kino Subway channel.
Since once you sold out? Should have known when I saw Commie Mark was coming on the goddamn show.
Hey, no questions.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Comments like that will get you erased from history, like Captain Fuckhead.
We'll send you to the Canadian equivalent of like Serbia or something, and you'll be working on comics till you drop.
The Canadian equivalent of Siberia is Alaska.
Yeah.
Yep.
I said Serbia. What am I thinking?
I knew what you meant. Like Kamchatka, that whole chunk on the Soviet Union at the end with the dangly bit that points towards Japan. People can picture maps in their heads as well, right? That area is beautiful. Like it's got a full range of like every Earth biome in there. Like no one lives there because it's too far away and too hard to get to, isolated and shit.
Ace is saying Mark has revolutionized how tiers should be created on Indiegogo.
Yeah, thanks. I am a revolutionary. That's what everyone keeps telling me. I am I've got more ideas as well in it. Like I've got all these stunts and stuff, half-baked, half-brain ideas. Like some of them will fail, some of them will work. Like we're all learning off each other in it, like the new techniques and ideas and that.
Well, it's like I like to say, like even comedians, dude, they have duds. They throw, and you keep what sticks on your set, and you delete the duds until you have a perfect set.
Exactly. Like and comics gets on like your 4 now, something like that. And the process is getting really refined. Like some of these campaigns are excellent now compared to some of the olden days ones. Oh, that's the Vampirella the lesbian vampire color. Sexy, in it.
I'm gonna quickly scroll down. But yes, they did good work there.
You're making him feel uncomfortable with his naughty bits.
Oh, he loves it.
Well, by what you say, it's not furry enough for me, apparently.
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Do you have a furry character in there?
Not in this, but I am currently
But
working on a crossover with a character that you could consider a furry that like might be something that gets added to the campaign later. You know, I was saying earlier, like I got all these ideas of things that I might add. Like that's the thing that we're looking at the moment.
Yeah, it's a dangerous thing. You start with a like 60-page book and you end up with an 80-page one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a picture from Origins, and it like if you remember, because he's raised in Australia.
oh, we're at the stretch goals here. Oh, we got a 6 a.m.
Yeah, classic. Like it wouldn't be a Comic Skate campaign without a 6 a.m. sticker on there.
Of course.
So when the campaign passes $2,500, I think it's on $1,600 at the moment. It's only 900 more to go. Every physical backer will get a 6 a.m. comics sticker and a print as well. You know, as well as their commie coin that they got for the whole book being funded.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to end up with like a whole wall of these stickers. By the time it's all said and done.
He's done a good job of infiltrating like hundreds of campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to him.
Yeah, he's definitely carved himself out like his own place and everything.
Yeah, so that's just the Origins and the 3 variant covers, and then the 3 prints that exist at the moment. Like the first one I'm going to put in is this one on the far left of the Dax Martian one, because that's the one everyone's asking for. And you know, if I was a big evil capitalist, I'd make that the last one in it. But I'm not. Like, I want to please the customers. I want them to get what they want. So that's going to be the first one.
We're just going to ignore earlier when you were saying about holding on to those 20 copies, sell it for like $200. No, Conrad, no.
That's Gulag talk back.
See, you try to like cancel my speak, and you're canceling yourself by saying stupid shit, Chris. You're getting yourself in hot water. So yes, Gulag for him, Commie. I'm good. I changed my vote for what to put in the Gulag from that show.
Gotta watch.
I replaced it with Chris. I'm willing to put up with that Lobo now. People that don't know, it's one of those legendary episodes that never.
Yeah, episode 4 of Gay Space Commie. No, episode 3 it is. Sim and Peter Gilmore. And I was so drunk when I was recording the stream that I only recorded 15 minutes of it. The first 15 minutes as well, like, which, is the part that's always the most awkward, like, of every stream. Like, so what a waste of time. We was talking for about 4 hours.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were in there like 4 hours, dude. And we're like, oh, we have a great fucking show. It's going to be fucking amazing. And nope.
That sucks. But this is one of the prints.
Yeah, that's the Dax Martian one in it. That's going to be the first one that I add to the campaign. It's amazing. Like he sent me a picture before, just a fan art of
Mhm.
Daredevil leaping through the city, and it was really cool, and I was super happy with it. A couple of days before the campaign was ready to go, I dropped him a DM, being like, is it cool, like if I use this or whatever? And he was like, no, I'll do you a better one than that. Like, this is it. Like, and it came out beautiful, like out of his style. Like, somebody should convince him to do sequentials in it. Like, whoever is the person that does that will make a killing. Like, that'd be a beautiful book.
And then we have the second print.
Yeah, that's the Jim one, the Love Pigeon. Follow him on Twitter if you don't, at Love Pigeon. Cool dude. Great cover, great cover, great print. And you can get a sketch as well in it in that mega pack thing.
So Cecil says Chris likes Russian bears and horses. And then he adds, Sim is still cranky because I won't back Blood Hunt digitally. Yeah, why not? Mm-hmm.
You know how he feels about vampires?
Yeah, I know. Still. You may not like vampires because you haven't experienced the Blood Hunt yet.
Sim only likes polar bears and mooses.
Yeah, no, don't forget the beavers. We're really big into beavers here. We have something called the Beaver Club.
I don't even know if I want to know
Do
more
you know what we
information
also
about
call
the
it Beaver? Do you know what's also the nickname in Beaver?
Is it a euphemism for a vagina?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, yeah. That
We're
we say
really into
that,
beavers here.
you can't wear one of them on your head, though, can you?
Depends if you kill it first.
This print here is the artwork is by Tony Sizzle. Follow him on Twitter as well at Tony Sizzle. There might be an underscore. I don't think so. He's the person who drew American Evil, which is a sort of ash can that was on Best Career, and is in the mega pack for this as well because that was really quite rare. Like not many people got it. Like you still get one of those. Oh, and I like that print. I love the black and white, like of Mary Boys with the color of the Golden Age Daredevil, like planks on top. Like, yeah, I think that's really badass.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's well done.
Okay, Soul's reacting to that little moment that we just had with the beaver there, and he's like, "Don't! Ah, the cringe! You don't explain things like that." That's why you usually hint to it and you let people Google it. But sometimes you do like to give the final strike, right? And have that.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta smash that beaver.
You have to go, yeah. Chris just like, damn.
Moving on.
Oh, you don't like beavers?
I just want to move on from that conversation.
Oh, what I should say as well, while we're looking at that Mary Boys print, is that Chubb has a sequel to Mary Boys that's coming out in, I believe, April. There is a mailing list for it already.
Already
so
on
people
it.
should go and sign up to that. And make sure you watch like all the CG UK shows because he's on there. Like he's one of the regular gang or whatever. Watch them for more updates or whatever, I suppose.
Back to the first one, and I'm gonna be backing the second one.
I'm gonna. We're definitely gonna get him back on the show again because I love the first Mary Boys. It's one of my favorites in crowdfunding.
And hopefully the ending will have Mortal World #2 also coming soon.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. Like
I got the first issue. Yeah.
I didn't get to get that one. You said you liked it though, Sim, right?
Yeah, I still need to read it, but I really liked it. Like I mean, like I got
the
it,
look
went
of
through it. I still need to read the. Yeah. But I really like the presentation of it. It's like it's the size of a heavy metal magazine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it would be about the size of Mary Boys then.
About yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the UK size of a comic, like 2080 about. Yeah.
Yeah. All of my comics are US standard though, because I want them to fit in your long box with your other comics in it. Like,
Mhm.
so I've got some A4 comics, some UK sized ones, and some Golden Age comics as well. I've got some Daredevil, Lev Gleason comics and that. And because they're different dimensions, they don't fit in any of my long boxes. I'm not going to buy like a new one for a couple of single issues of things. So that's why I make mine all American standard. So it just fits in with the rest of them, and it feels like a real comic book. Then if it's if it if
It's like a real comic book.
if your copy of Best Career is in your long box between a Spider-Man and a Batman, then it's a real book, and it really made it.
I guess. Plus, can you imagine like some friend comes over like, "Oh, I'm gonna look through your book." They're like, "Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man." Then they finally give it a song. What the hell is this?
Okay, Soul's not letting go again, so he's like, my favorite hot sauce company is called Cajun Fiery Food, has a hangry cock and a happy beaver sauce, and came out together.
So we've moved on from that.
The first one, of course, has a rooster on the bottle.
Like it.
Oh, Lordy.
See, every time we talk about stuff like that, it just destabilizes Chris's.
I'm
Thanks,
trying.
Soul.
Yeah, thanks, Soul.
We can say that, it's a great morning rooster roast.
Oh, I like
I, I've,
this.
s-
This reminds me of the
that's what I was gonna
Soviet
say.
Union and Chinese propaganda stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
gonna say. Where did that left kid? Like I've seen that before in comics, in old comics before. That's it, right?
The guy on the right is called Crime Buster. Like, and in the original Lev Gleason universe, he had his own book that was full of like child/teen superheroes.
Okay.
So he's one of the characters that could feature in an add-on story. Like, if we that says £5,000 there, but it's meant to be dollars. So, like I said, I'm going to do a poll. There's him, the Silver Streak, Captain Battle, Patriot, Thunder, Phantasmo, the Magic Man, or whatever his name is. There's like a whole back catalogue of characters. London as well. One of the future issues is going to be not Daredevil in London. Like, yeah. See, there's a couple. The Claw as well. The Claw's a badass.
Cool. And there's the Daredevil boomerang.
I was gonna say. I noticed it doesn't say not Daredevil. It says Daredevil.
Yeah,
What
this
happened?
photo
Uh-oh.
is from before the post-credit scene of the video. Because when the video was originally uploaded, like we tagged like Dynamite and Gail Simone and stuff in there, like to build a thread, where we can go back in the future, like and drop some promotional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all like it's about Golden Age Daredevil, Dynamite's Daredevil, until like the post credits where he just writes not on there. It's pretty funny.
And so saying that boomerang will be useful when the zombies come.
It will. Like it's the greatest projectile weapon of all time. A boomerang.
Like, I know boomerangs come back to you, right? But if you hit something with it, wouldn't it not come back?
Of course, it doesn't come back when you hit, but you want it to come back
Yeah.
when it doesn't hit, dude. That's the
Like,
thing. When you
so,
miss,
I
it comes
mean-
back.
I think I'll just stick with like a gun.
Yeah, but when you miss, your bullet doesn't come back neither.
Well, I got plenty more.
Yeah, but when you run out, dude. It's like, dude, that's the usefulness of a boomerang, right? Have a knife, throw your knife. It doesn't come back when you miss. You can lose it. A boomerang, it comes back. If it doesn't come back, you hit your mark.
Yeah, and just ignore physics, like the Marvel movies do with Captain America's shield. Like, so you can. suspend your disbelief for a boomerang that just
Yeah, I
costs
mean,
£150 that you'll never fucking throw either. Like if you bought it, like
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be like, no, this is gonna just set right here on the wall. I'm never gonna throw it or touch it. For that kind of money, I could probably get a gun.
No, you're probably gonna do at least one video testing it.
No, I wouldn't. Are you kidding me? I could damage it.
You disappoint me.
this is just the
Fine.
original painting artwork in it, without any of the what's the word, Sam? The trade stickers on or whatever. I don't know what you call it.
The what?
It's got no title and stuff on it. Like
Oh, the Virgin cover, you mean?
Well,
You
yeah.
don't have the logo. You don't have
Yeah, because it's the original painting in it.
Mhm.
Like so yeah,
Yeah.
that's available as well. Go and grab that, someone. Like this guy, James Milne, he's gonna be the next Preston Acevedo. Like so get in on the ground floor while it's cold and not
That's what I was
hot.
gonna say. Well, it's still cold before it gets hot. I'll be back. I'll just go refresh my coffee.
In case you have an assortment of rifles from when you overbid the guy who does your tax at auctions, of course, you might not need a boomerang. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. The boomerang is 6, says Dave. He says Jim's painting is beautiful. He's asking how much is the original painting.
I believe that it's £250, which in dollars, what did I say? 362 or something like that.
There we go. It's 342 USD.
Yeah, so Jim's one of like the CG UK people, and like I've made a great effort to gather up as many UK-based Comicsgate people as possible to help them, to help me, to help them. Creating win-win-win situations. He's one of them. Dave, who was just saying that, he's another one as well. You had Bristolian Dave on here. He's a great guest here.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, I'm trying to get more and more new people in as guests. Like one of these days when I have Pops on, I'll try to get Dave on. I'll try to get more people who are like promoters and just all kinds of people.
People are always asking me like, is there a mega list of like promotion shows to go on? It's like, well, I'm trying to build one slowly, but what I'm going to do is the next person who asks me that, I'm going to point them to you and say, there you go, there's one.
There you go. Well, thank you, Mr. Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I'm always trying to find new people. I just reached out. I think the last new person I reached out to was Alejandro VS.
Oh yeah, he's in the UK as well.
Oh, okay.
His book looks interesting. Like it's got a lot of work to do on it. Yeah, I still think, but it's promising. Like looks good.
Yeah, because I seen somebody retweet it, and I was like, "Oh, hey, that looks pretty neat." And so I was like, "Well, I'll send him a message and see if he wants to come on." So
it's worth a punt. Like my understanding is that he's Italian, like but living here. Italian is an accent that we're missing in CG. Like in the game of collect the accents or whatever. We don't actually have any French people, but we've got these fake French people. Like
Sim's close enough.
Yeah, they're fake French, though, ain't it? It's American French.
Yeah, it'll be nice to talk to somebody from Italy. Yeah, that's Italian. We haven't had anybody from that region on the show. Of course, Dave is bringing up checking out Doomsday Kingdom.
Yeah, which is
the
Doomsday Kingdom is still in demand, I believe, and they've got a sequel coming out this year as well, like in the next couple of months. I don't think there's a mailing list yet, but when there is, like, make sure you get on that.
And I'm back. And why the hell this soldier saying now damn French again?
750 followers are done on the show. But yeah, do check out Doomsday Kingdom. It's got a cool cover. I don't. Let me see if I can bring it up here. You see the like blood and stuff.
Yeah, the blood's such a nice touch, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was really cool when I got it.
Normally, when people do that sort of UV spotting, I think, oh yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't really add anything, but on this one, I feel like it does. Like, it makes the book grubbier or whatever. Like, it fits it in a meta way, which, as you know, I'm all about. Like, the meta, like, it makes sense overall for the whole package.
Yeah, it does fit like the flavor and stuff. Yeah, it fits in with
Dave
this
is asking
story.
if you read it yet.
Of course not.
Of course not.
I've got 2 days off. I've actually been busy. I've had family here and stuff. They just left yesterday, so I haven't had time to do much between streaming, work, and then trying to spend a little time with them. But I'm off for 2 days. Could try and get some read done.
All I hear is a lot of excuses, not a lot of reading.
Hey, I
What?
can do it. I can do what I want. I had to send your books out. Be happy.
Not really. Not really. You just turn into communism. You do not do what you want. That's not how it works.
Gulag.
Yeah.
You're going against the party, Sim.
And now they're going, where's my book, Sim? I don't know. Where is it? Where did you lose your book?
Oh, we'll watch Dave's review. Oh, okay. Dave did a review. I do need to start watching more people's stuff. I've been kind of lazy ever since I started doing this channel, watching other people's YouTubes.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to watch, to spend 2 hours a day watching a show when you're doing a show for 2 hours a day.
Yeah, it's like, and then of course one of the problems I run into, like with your show, Commie Mark and stuff, is like when you guys go live is usually when I'm getting ready to go to bed for work and stuff, or it's already when I'm asleep, and I'm bad for catching replays and stuff.
Yeah, it's replays are far less enjoyable to watch, and it's one of the things that we've made a great effort in CG UK to try and fix. Like the CG UK shows, at least the Carry On streaming ones, the big crossover shows, we're trying to make them timeless, like so that in 5 years' time, like you can watch the video and it will still be funny, like, and you won't have that feeling of, I wish that I was there to say this comment like at the time or whatever. You know what it's like watching replays. You feel like you're missing out on the interactivity of the original show in it. I'm just blabbering on.
But you also have not just the Not Daredevil universe. You also have a mailing list up for another project. Let's see. Let me bring it up here. The Krishna Kid, correct?
Yeah, that's it. Krishna Kid. Like, this book isn't even a joke. Like, this is a serious book. I have written serious things before. American Evil, that book goes on about, is a tragedy. Like, I can write stuff that's not funny. Both Best Career and Not Daredevil were attempts at me making a book without needing an artist, so I could show an artist and be like, look how good I am at writing. Do you want to draw a book for me? And all that work's paid off now. Like, and people volunteer to help me to do stuff now. Like, so this book will be coming out hopefully in July, which is when I expect to have all of Not Daredevil like wrapped up by.
Yeah, now you can start bragging that you're so good at writing, you don't even have to pay artists.
Oh, that's the thing with this book with Krishna Kid, like I'm paying for it out of my own pockets, and it's one of the reasons why not Daredevil needs to make some money. Like anything that it makes is going to be rolled into the production of this book, and this is my attempt at going serious or whatever. This will be my challenge for the top 20 of the year or whatever. I mean, I know Not Daredevil was the #1 best-selling book of the year or whatever for 3 days, but this is going to be a legitimate attempt, at pulling off a real comic book. Like, not that my parody books aren't real books, but
Yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying. It's kind of like to show that you can do more than just satirical things.
yeah. Because
Which is
actors do it all the time, don't they? Where they, like, a comedy actor like Robin Williams or something could be like,
Mhm.
oh, and by the way, did you know that I'm also like an Oscar-worthy drama actor as well? Like, goddamn, like, you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's good that you're putting this out like after a couple of the comedies. That way, you don't get a how do you say typecast. Yeah, or something.
Yeah. And as well, so no bullshit. This book's gonna have like a bigger target on it, and of a fixed funding goal because it's cost me money to make.
Mhm.
And if this was the first book that I came out with, it would be a lot harder to achieve that. But by the time Krishna Kid campaign launches, I'll have 2 fulfilled campaigns, like a customer base, hopefully 1,000 YouTube subscribers, monetized channel and stuff, which I'm real close to. Please go and subscribe to my channel. Please watch a video while you're in the bath or whatever. Oh, look at that. Ain't it beautiful? That's Brahma, that is the Hindu creator god, who I've made look as much as possible like Christian Western Yahweh creator god or whatever in it.
Who's the artist?
The
Can
artist is
you
from
say?
Indonesia. I put out a tweet a few months ago being like, I need to find like a world class artist who's poor with low self esteem. And I found it. So I found this guy in the jungle, deep in the jungles of Indonesia, who's drawing it for me, whose name I'm keeping a secret at the moment, until the book's like 80% done or something, because I think that his coloring is as good as Kyle Ritter's coloring. And that his art's like up there with some of the best that we've got in Comicsgate already, and I don't want to lose that. I'd like to have this book like pretty much finished before that happens.
You don't want somebody to come in and
By someone, yeah.
sweep him up. Yeah, that's smart. Oh, okay. So, so clearly it's got a lot of like Hindu sort of things here.
Oh yeah, so it's a pretty straight adaptation of a Hindu holy book called the Bhagavad Purana, which details the life and times of Krishna. And this book is just a small sliver of that. It's one arc where Krishna shows down with the creator god Brahma, and it's part of like a longer. So it's the first part of a long thing of Krishna's entire life, but everything that I'm making is self-contained because one of the things I'm always conscious of is I might die, and I would hate to be on book 6 in a 12 series or whatever and die.
Yep.
So I try and make everything have an ending that would be satisfactory if another thing was never made after that.
Yeah, try to keep them kind of self-contained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then they tessellate together into this beautiful, overarching storyline with the king.
So are you trying to tap into that vast like India, market there?
It's not something that I'm consciously that was going after. The only reason this book is going to exist is it's because it's a book that I want to read. That I looked for this book everywhere. I wanted a fast punching, teleporting version of the stories of Hinduism that don't exist. So it's all right, well, I'll just make them. Like that's the same with like I looked for some great communist books that don't exist. I'll just make them. Like that's how you find your niches in it. Look for something that you want that doesn't exist, and then you make it.
It makes sense. I remember you were comparing this with like a Dragon Ball Z and some others.
Yeah, that's the tone. So I'm saying it's like Dragon Ball because it's a kid,
Or yeah, the
uh,
original Dragon Ball.
but it's got that same, the fast punching, the speed lines, the teleporting, there's magical stuff and it's a bit cheeky and rude. Like Dragon Ball's a bit rude, and
Mhm.
it does some of that. But everything that's in there, like I said, is from the original text. Like I haven't added any new scenes or anything. I might have not recontextualized some scenes, but so in the original text, there's no character like reactions. It'll say this happened and then this happened, and because that happened, this happened. But then I've gone in and I'm like, okay, so these are all of the characters who are there. Like, how does this person react to it? Like, how does this person feel? Like, then the character building, writing stuff underneath it to make it into a story that is not only exciting but rewarding or whatever to read.
That makes sense the way that Dragon Ball is a kind of inspiration since it draws a lot from like say Journey to the West, and you're drawing a lot from in other. It had like Hindu and Buddhist and I think like some Taoist influences.
Yeah, that's what my original one sentence pitch was for this. That I'm doing to Hinduism what Dragon Ball did to the Legend of the Monkey King. Like it's basically the same thing. You could argue that Dragon Ball is a Japanese cultural appropriation of Chinese culture. That's what I'm doing. It's a British person appropriating Indian culture, which we know has always gone well, like in the past.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong with
Nothing.
that? But yeah, when I seen that, when you were like, "Oh, this is going to be," you cited the original Dragon Ball as a inspiration. That caught my attention because I was like, "God, I love original Dragon Ball so much."
Yeah, so there's like 5 main characters, and it's like the 5 children who are essentially like somewhere between the Teen Titans and the Power Rangers. And while there's all these fights going on with monsters and demons and the fight against the king and the gods and stuff, like really it's about the interpersonal relationships between the children who live in the town that they're trying to protect, and that's what it's really about underneath.
Let's see here.
So, like, for example, Krishna's got a brother, Balrama, who is his older brother, but Krishna is adopted. So, can you imagine what it would be like if your parents, when you're like 2 or 3 years old, brought home a magic perfect baby, like with the power of the supreme god inside it? Like, what does that do for your self-esteem? Like,
Yeah,
you constantly live up to the standards set by your perfect little brother. Like,
it'd be that whole like favored son or whatever sin kind of thing, but to the extreme.
yeah.
Oh man, that would suck.
So, like, between him and Krishna, there's a sort of rivalry, but a jealousy and a respect. It's not too dissimilar to the Goku Vegeta relationship. If
Yeah,
you
makes me think a bit of the Snake Eye and Storm Shadow type of relationship. Remember with the Master?
yeah, that sort of a thing.
Mhm.
Like, I know I keep saying interpersonal character development and stuff. Like, but those are the things that make the books stay with you forever in it. Like
Yep.
you can have these cool action scenes, but it's the character moments, the shit that makes you reevaluate things in your own life, like through some that you read written down on a piece of paper. That's power. That's powerful.
Oh yeah, writing. Yeah, the writing is what really keeps you there and keeps you invested. The art really grabs your attention, but it's that writing. There's great,
But it's like somebody
stories
once said, is like
and development.
a story. A story entertains you, like but it's the flaws that makes you come back. Like it's the flaws of the character that makes you get attached to him. Like
Yeah,
that's why we like Spider-Man so much, because he was one of the first characters that was like, hey, I have to go save the world. Galactus is here. I am not of the level, but while I'm swinging there, I have a fucking back hole because my underwear's wet.
yeah.
And
It's
you're like,
the
what? That's
yeah.
the type
It's
of thing that that makes you attach. It's not just the perfection of a character. It's the imperfection of them that makes
yeah.
you actually love them and get attached. It's the same thing with people.
Their trials and
Mm-hmm.
tribulations and their growth and stuff. It's very interesting stuff to watch.
And I agree with Soul, what he's saying right there, because it's something I've been saying. Fuck your cultural appropriation. It's cultural appreciation. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm going to steal that as well from now on. Anyone who challenges me, I'm going to say appreciation, not
Dude,
appropriation.
it's what they used to promote in the 90s and the beginning of 2000. That's what it was called. It was called, people need to learn cultural appreciation. Share your goddamn culture. And now it's like, oh, it's racist. Oh, fuck you. You're
Yeah,
just
so
trying to create division.
there is a thing where people will complain about immigrants saying, oh, they're not assimilating to our society or whatever. And what we're actually asking them to do is to do cultural appropriation of our culture in it, like, and to make not to make those people feel welcome, but like, if I want to wear a cool hat that you have in your culture, I'm going to. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to wear a goddamn sombrero. I'm gonna wear a sombrero. Don't tell me it's fucking racist.
Yeah. Yeah. I was speaking on that. I had a friend who was talking to last night, and he said he watched this video. It was like a BuzzFeed or one of those videos, and it was like a thing where they talked to black people, and it was a video about like things white people are good at. Like they asked them that or something,
Yeah, I saw that fucking
and it
video.
was like a one black woman said like they're good at cultural appropriation or something like that. And she said that as she wore, a
Yeah,
French
as
beanie.
she wore white people hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she had like a French beret. That's what it was.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's one of the
it's like
first thing
what?
I had one of my friend that's black, right? And she was saying the exact same thing. We were having that discussion about it, and I'm like, she goes, I'm not sure. Like, I think they're maybe making a good point. I'm like, seriously, cultural appropriation. Yeah, sweetie. Yeah, what is your hair made of? And she looked at me. She goes, you make a good point. You don't get more cultural appropriation than scalping somebody and wearing their hair.
Being a critic of cultural appropriation is only one step away from calling for non-race mixing.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly. It's going back to what we used to call the first race issue.
Yeah.
The first symbol of what racism was.
All right. So, Kim and Sally, thanks for having me on. Sim, it's good to chat to you as always. So right now we're approaching the time. in my
Oh
job
yeah. Oh yeah.
where,
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
like, I'm contractually obligated to let my son play on the computer, play Minecraft for 1 hour a day, and that's like right now. So thanks for having me on.
All right. Yeah. 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 Sorry, we went a little over there. I wasn't paying attention.
No problem.
Yeah. So thanks for coming on.
That's my
We certainly appreciate it. I'm
And
glad we could get you in.
And say hi to your kid.
Mhm.
I will. I will indeed. It's a genius. All right, I'm gonna go. Thanks.
All right.
Later.
You're welcome to carry on your own show without me.
Well, thank you.
You're so
We can go back
gracious.
to our regular scheduling.
Yeah, see, I'm a kind and benevolent.
Freedom.
Yep.
Right. Catch you later. Adios.
Yep.
Sayonara.
Later, Mark. he's just a funny man.
Why do we have 112? 1.
Right here. Soul says, press 1 if you want Sim to wear a sombrero. And thanks. Welcome, Mr. Beacon, to the chat there. So it looks like you're going to be wearing a sombrero, Sim.
Ah, damn it. Gonna have to find one.
You just put one of the was it poncho things that they wear too while you're at it.
I'm gonna go full Clint Eastwood. Got it. I should have said a fucking cowboy hat. Damn it.
Oh, did you see the other thing that launched? Sim.
What's the other thing that launched?
Let's see.
You mean Shadow of the Kraken?
Yeah, Shadow of the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen that last night while I was working. I was like, ooh, some more Boner King stuff. That means I gotta DM Vinny and see if he's got any free time on Saturdays. See if we can have him on. And then I need to back at some point in time. That is looking nice. Yeah, that's looking good.
It looks like it's a attractive booty.
Well, I mean it's Vinny. Of course. Oh, he's got like little merch too, like a little beanie hat and stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, has a keychain there too somewhere, I think.
Yeah, he's expanding out there. Oh my. Well, he's got some stretch goals and everything. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out later.
Like I keep telling you, stop shopping while we're live. Damn it.
Well, I wanted to show it off a little bit because it just launched in case people didn't know.
Like people didn't know. We're all sharing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
We're all fucking like, add here, retweet.
I mean,
Go
heck,
like this.
I'm sure everybody knows
Yeah.
that's here.
But do schedule him though. We do have to have the Vini on the show.
Yeah, I gotta actually look and see when I have a next Saturday available. That's the only downside with me doing the whole like, oh, I'm gonna get people set up ahead of time and be
Is
all
that you
ready.
forget about them?
No.
You forget to write them down?
Well, no, it's when something comes up like, oh, hey, somebody just launched something, I should get them on the show. And then it's like, oh, well, I don't have a free thing for like 2 weeks. Yeah, so I gotta wait to get them in.
Well, maybe you should pick one day that's like your random that you don't really plan too much ahead. You always keep one. Would be kind of that you can at the last minute switch. We're doing 3 shows a week now, so.
Oh, thanks for. I didn't notice that.
What?
Soul was saying, looking great, but I don't care that the variant cover is time limited because the main cover has the babes. Yeah, I didn't realize that the variant cover is only, for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting. Which one do I want more?
I don't know. Buy both.
Buy both and put one in my pal.
I did not say it, but now that you mention it.
I'll probably just get the main cover, I think. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, I think the main cover is the best one.
Yeah, I like that one, I think, more.
It gives you more of like the classic pirate movie type of cover.
Because it's got like the ship and yeah. I feel like
with the Shadow of the Kraken.
Oh, there's a ship on the variant too. I don't know if I'm going with piratey kind of look. I feel like the variant's more piratey. because it's got the main character. He's got his sailor outfit here going on. He's got the ship. It's like a cave. There's treasure. Yeah, a skull with a map on it. That's all. This is all piratey things. I don't know. But, yeah, I probably will end up getting the main cover probably. Choices. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably. I just got to resist going and buying both. Got to cut back on that spending. Yeah.
There's
But only,
it gets crazy with you have so many campaigns and then variant covers and this and then that. But yeah.
yeah, I do need to cut down so that way I can get some more books instead of And I've already got a couple big tiers I'm probably going to end up backing in the next couple months. So I'll watch my spending.
But you could use the fact that you have a lot of copies of certain books to do giveaways, dude, and get people to discover books they don't know.
Yeah, true. I could do that.
You advertise them in advance and you promote and giveaway. I'm gonna be giving a giveaway of this book and this book.
I was thinking of doing like on the next like big event thing, doing a thing where like I get a bunch of artists again and have them draw like a drawing contest sort of thing. People vote for the best one and then give them all away to people in the chat.
Mm.
Maybe something like that. I don't know. It was just something that kind of popped into my head because I thought that would be kind of fun. I got some feedback too about my streaming. I was told that I need to decorate more for my streaming setup here.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was told. I need to decorate more. My friend's girlfriend told me that. Said that.
Why am I not surprised? I knew there was gonna be a girlfriend thing coming.
Yeah, that's what she said. So I was like, okay, that's feedback. So I need to think about that. Feedback is always welcome.
Yeah, maybe you should start hanging some of those posters you get with your books.
Yeah, I need to. Let's see. Go. Like I've got. I got all of this. There's all stuff that's got to get framed. I think. Yeah, I think it's all stuff that needs to be framed to go up on like walls and stuff. Like I've almost filled this little drawer up with posters and cool prints and stuff. So yeah, I'll have plenty to put up on this walls. Maybe I'll end up getting like the whole wall completely covered. Then it can look like those comic book people that do the fancy backgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
Then it's all covered with like comic book covers or Funko Pops or whatever. Like Shane, his thing's all decorated out. His is probably appropriate for streaming. He's got all kinds of pops and posters and whatnot. Let's see.
Check Soul's comment, yeah.
Even though there were some errors, I found the holiday stream really good, and I'm not saying that because I got a sketch card. Also, lots of views on that one. Yeah, that went and turned out well. I mean, I had to, I made mistakes on it and stuff like that, and stuff didn't go as planned, but I thought it turned out pretty well.
It was a last minute plan too.
Yeah, I mean I can't do that all the time. but for maybe special occasions, do something like that because obviously I got to pay everybody.
That's why I'm saying, like, doing a giveaway for books that you already bought that you have in spare. You could have it too.
Yeah,
You can alternate. Like sometimes it's you get artists one. We could do like, hey, here's one artist doing sketch card for one show instead of trying to get like 5, 6. You get just one.
yeah, maybe I could do that. See, oh, Phil's here. He says, "Where's Mark?" Yeah, Mark just left. He had to go. He could only be on for about, I think it was like an hour and a half. So he just left like a few minutes ago or something. So you missed out. You'll have to catch the replay.
Yeah, and we're at the end of the show, about to start closing very soon.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Do what?
It's 1:30. We're already at we're closing soon, Marks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting probably close to starting to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll probably have to get me a bite to eat soon. What in the world would Commie Mark even have to do? Well, communist things. He's got to, seize the means of production. Deal with the bourgeoisie. It's not easy being red.
Don't start shopping before you start closing.
What? No, I'm not doing that. What are you talking about? All right, I'll start closing it, wrapping it up then. You can start us off, Sim. It's your closing statements.
So yeah, like, share, and sub to this channel. Don't forget to retweet, and go check out. You can go check out the Inkslayer and Tales of the Nightverse, and Shadow of the Kraken that we just covered, and not Daredevil.
And of course, you can follow me on Twitter. I should be at Kino Subway, I think. Right? Yep, at Kino Subway. And of course, if you're new here, please do give us a little sub, and you can throw us a like while you're at it. That'd be great. Or we're trying to grow the channel little by little. I need to probably start doing more videos. And if you liked what you seen, go check out Not Daredevil and sign up for the mailing list as well for Krishna Kid. Oh, what's this say? Edwin says, Ace says, Sim, hurry up and close this out. We got a space ice meeting up there. Hey. Now I know why Sim was rushing this. Gosh dang it. I was wondering why Sim was trying to hurry up and close this.
That's not true. I do that every time we reach an hour in 30 minutes. Stop it.
Oh, Lordy. But anyway, of course, as always, thanks to Soul in the chat for the links and for being our chat host. And thanks, Mr. Sim, for, as always, being on with me and helping carry the conversations. And thanks to everyone who tuned in. It was great getting to talk to Mr. Mark. He's a funny fella.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be checking out that Krishna Kid, and I will be backing Not Daredevil. And we will see you again on Friday. Later, everybody.
Later.